Microsoft gave the FBI keys to unlock encrypted data. The government owns every big major tech corporation, and the government just has oversight into everything. Early last year, the FBI served Microsoft with a search warrant asking it to provide recovery keys to unlock encrypted data stored on 3 laptops. Microsoft confirmed to Forbes that it does provide BitLocker recovery keys if it receives a valid legal order. While key recovery offers convenience, it also carries a risk of unwanted access. So Microsoft believes customers are in the best position to decide how to manage their keys. Now, you may be wondering, why should I care if Microsoft has access to my BitLocker recovery keys if it's under a valid legal order and I have nothing to hide? Well, for one, having your BitLocker encryption key accessible by Microsoft actually makes the encryption weaker because Microsoft needs to access it. So there is less security when it comes to storing your BitLocker keys on Microsoft's servers. Now, an implication of this is data access without restriction, as in law enforcement could have access to your entire hard drive, or Microsoft can have access to your entire hard drive. Now, this is not the first time Microsoft has had access to someone's encrypted private data on a massive scale. Microsoft handed the NSA access to encrypted messages. Microsoft has collaborated closely with US intelligence services to allow users' communications to be intercepted, including helping the NSA to circumvent the company's own encryption. If this seems familiar to you, it was dealing with the case of Edward Snowden, which he did leak classified documents revealing the existence of a global surveillance program. It says the NSA claimed to have direct access through the PRISM program, which is the intelligence program, to the systems of many major internet companies, including Microsoft, Skype, Apple, Google, Facebook, and Yahoo. Since PRISM's existence became public, Microsoft and other companies listed on the NSA documents as providers have denied all knowledge of the program and insisted that the intelligence agencies do not have backdoors into their systems. It says the documents explain Microsoft and the FBI had come up with a solution that allowed the NSA to circumvent encryption on Outlook.com chats. A newsletter entry dated December 26, 2012 states, Microsoft, working with the FBI, developed a surveillance capability to deal with the issue. These solutions were successfully tested and went live on 12th December 2012. 2 months later, in February this year, which was 2013, Microsoft officially launched the Outlook.com portal. So according to this, they built in surveillance to Outlook chat inherently. Solutions were successfully tested and went live. Then they launched Outlook.com and then the Outlook chats. But Microsoft has denied this and said they did not have anything to do with any backdoors on anyone's system or listening to anyone's encrypted messages or, things of that nature. Which, after the ordeal, Microsoft did launch a campaign kind of going off the slogan of "Your privacy is our priority." Microsoft launches new online privacy awareness campaign, which Microsoft has denied all of these allegations and say that our privacy is their priority. So just do with that information what you will. So after all this news released, that there was a global mass surveillance program going on, you think that people in the government would kind of be like, oh, we shouldn't do global mass surveillance. That's kind of really bad and unconstitutional. And we should probably, rally behind Snowden and be like, yay, he exposed a mass surveillance program. But that is not the case. Petition to pardon Edward Snowden rejected by Obama administration. According to this, Obama suggested Americans would be better off if they had not found out that the government collects vast amounts of phone and internet data. Donald Trump also called Snowden a traitor. stating, "When our country was great, do you remember what we did to traitors?" Also calling him another wise guy traitor. So, what does all this mean for the future of our data privacy? Well, OpenAI has a deep partnership with Microsoft, which includes a significant investment from Microsoft and a collaborative effort to integrate OpenAI models into Microsoft products. And OpenAI data is stored on Azure, which, according to the NSA documents that were leaked, and the NSA documents saying that Microsoft is sketchy with people's data, and Microsoft just having access to people's data all the time, I would not be surprised if Microsoft is not already or in the future going to have complete access to everyone's chats with ChatGPT. And this isn't necessarily about, oh, if I have nothing to hide, it shouldn't be a problem, and it's under a valid legal order, and why should I care if I'm not doing anything illegal? It is just about the fact that you do not have any ownership over your data, unless you back up your BitLocker keys like to a USB. But majority of people, they're just going to store it in Microsoft servers. They're not going to think twice, and then Microsoft has access to your data if needed. So it is more so of a data privacy issue, and it is more so about we do not have any control about where our data is stored and who has access to it, and how the government owns kind of every big major tech corporation, and the government just has oversight into everything. But yeah, main point is just be smart about where you're storing things, have good data privacy, try to be like as open source as possible, I would say, store things locally. And yeah, don't store your BitLocker keys using Microsoft's cloud, store them locally. Make everything as local as possible for your own data privacy. Anyways, that is it for the video. Hope you guys got something out of that. Make sure to like, subscribe, punch all the buttons in the face, and I'll see you in the next video.